Okay, everybody, this is part two. I'm just elaborating on, what I put in my body on a pretty fairly regularly daily basis. I wanted to show another alternative to milk that I've been using just very recently with this one. It's by Silk. It's called Nutcello. Really good. You put it like in your smoothie shakes, like if you have a NutriBullet, which I have. It's got caramel, almonds, and cashews in it. It says a luscious and enticing nut-based beverage. And it's 70 calories and 9 grams of sugar per serving, so that's pretty good. And it's got 60% vitamin C, 30% calcium, and other vitamins, and I find it very good to mix in the NutriBullet, when you're doing your drink mix thing. And speaking of which, this is like one of the primary ingredients I use for my NutriBullet shakes. I get this stuff regularly. By Glory Foods. Kale greens. I get the big bag. I go through these things, go through a bag about every 3 days, I guess you could say. It's a 16-ounce bag. I've cooked kale, but I find I prefer it just putting it in the smoothie and let it get emulsified, and I feel like that's preferable for me. And also in my smoothie, NutriBullet smoothie, I'll just put, carrots. I keep them frozen too. Keep them in the freezer. And also I put these in. Frozen blackberries. I put them in the smoothie. And obviously I'll put in a banana. I'll just kind of chop it up into maybe 3 pieces or something like that, and so it fits in the the shake container. And then, like I said, I'll put in this Nutcello stuff by Silk, and I'll put in some almond and coconut milk, and then top it off with a little bit of spring water, and then I'm good to go. And that's what I do, first thing when I get up in the morning, basically, along with the bowl of the Kashi cereal that I like. And also, to top all that off, I'll have myself some blocks of dark chocolate. That's another thing I like to get. I'll show you the kind I've been getting lately. Normally I get Lindt, or Ghirardelli or whatever, but they've been too expensive, too pricey lately, so I kind of switched to this one. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's still good stuff. Chocolove, strong dark, 70%. When I was getting Lindt regularly, it's 90% I get, and they got the 85%. And I eat all these mixed nuts too, cashews and stuff, walnuts, almonds, So yeah, and this I get to sandwich thins. I have these when I cook up on the Foreman grill. I get grass-fed beef by Nature's Reserve. And the Foreman grill, it drains massive amounts of fat. It's just mind-blowing how much fat is drained off into the tray. It's just unbelievable. It's astonishing, It's unbelievably astonishing how much fat comes off those burgers, those beef burgers, when you put them on the Foreman grill. But when I get turkey burgers, there's hardly any fat, hardly any at all, practically none when I put the turkey burgers on the Foreman grill, But So let me see, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this stuff I get too. By Goya, this coconut water. You know, I have a friend that drinks a lot of them. He used to drink a lot of soda, but he quit soda and he just drinks a lot of coconut water now. And they got all different kinds that I get, and I also get the ones that don't have any sugar added. You know, they are expensive, but I get them also. They're like 99 cents for 11-ounce can, whereas the Goyas, they're like $1.09, like 10 cents more, and you get a 17.6-ounce can. And it's got all the little coconut pieces in it too, and I'll just like shake the can into like one of the smoothie containers, you know, and I'll just whatever, you know. But also, yeah, this is like, I get frozen yogurt too. This one is, yeah, Friendly's Vienna Mocha Swirl frozen yogurt. I get better brands too, but I couldn't pass up on this because it was like $1.99 for a nice size container, you know. I don't eat a whole lot of it, especially if it doesn't have the best of ingredients. But anyway, you know, I just work it off. I figure I work out and I work hard, so I'm gonna work off the imperfections in my diet. You know, my mom is like totally mega fanatical with, you know, what she eats and stuff. Like, she gets only all organic everything. It's just like crazy. You know, she's like 5'4", 110 pounds soaking wet. And, you know, she's like gonna be 68 in August, and people think she's like 50, you know. And so I guess that's part of where I get my genetics. You know, I'm 46, and not to brag, but people always, they think I'm like, you know, a lot of people think I'm still in my 20s, or they'll think maybe early 30s, you know, but, you know, I'm not bragging about that. It's just the way it is. I mean, to me, you could be 50 and look 30, but it doesn't mean you're going to be, you know, good looking or handsome or whatever. You could just have a really young look, and vice versa. You could be 30 and look, well, 50 would be kind of extreme, but maybe 30 and look 40 and be, you know, good looking and stuff, you know, because you have a real distinguished look, even though you look older than your age. It's like a attractive, distinguished look, you know. You know, whereas, you know, like I was elaborating on a little bit, you know, you can be a lot older than what you look. Did I say it right? You could be like I was saying, for me, like I'm 46 and people think I'm like 28 or maybe 30 usually, and you know, but it doesn't mean you're really good looking or handsome. You could just have kind of an average type of look to you, you know, just overall just kind of averagey type of look, you know. And but you just look a lot younger than your age. You know, it's just, it doesn't really correlate totally with whether you're good looking or average or below average, whatever, you know. It's just the way it is, I guess. People ask me, you know, how do you look so young? And I can only say, I guess it's genetics, because you know, I don't really consider myself a health fanatic. You know, I don't smoke or do drugs, but I do like to drink beers, you know, from, you know, like I was stating earlier, just periods of time, and then I'll lay off for periods of time, you know, kind of switch back and forth. And, you know, and my diet is, I guess, relatively good. I don't think it's really good, but it's not bad, really, you know. So I guess it's mostly genetics with, you know, looking younger than your age, you know. And of course, working out helps a lot too, you know, but just working out good, but not like a maniac, and staying away from, you know, substances. But anyway, I got to cut it.